What's next for the band?
We're just gonna head into the studio and we're gonna cut this record and take it where it goes. Just kind of feel it out and just roll with it from now. And hopefully we can hit the road and go out of state, upstate, out of this island city thing and play some shows and just do that thing. So that's I think we're all on board for it and it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
So we just take it where it goes.
Chance Friday night, put a 20 down and let it ride. Forget your debt, your foolish pride. Take what we can get tonight. Neon lights, New York City, another train right on time. Oh my God, ain't she pretty? Empty glass, dead inside. I can't wait, but I can try. Meet her back at your place, I don't mind. Underground we come to life, burn up bright on the east side. Check the clock, it's 2 a.m. Looks like we'll die tonight in pen. Sweep us up, say amen, sleep it off, do it again. I can't wait, but I can try. Meet it back at your place, I don't mind. Underground we come to life, burn up bright on the east side. Whoa, whoa. Chance Friday night, put a 20 down and let it ride. Forget your debt, your foolish pride. We'll take what we can get tonight.
So it's been 2 years, a little over 2 years. What have you guys been up to since the previous session taping?
Getting fatter.
We've released our second album, Destination Blues. We played some pretty cool shows. We've opened for Blues Traveler and Robbie Fulks, Turin Breaks. We've definitely we've welcomed Smit.
I'm here.
Christopher Smith on keyboards. He's a big addition to our band dynamic, and we have been going steady ever since. It's been a cool time.
New songs,
New songs,
a lot of practicing,
Yeah.
a lot of hanging out,
beers.
drinking. Yep.
I was at a party at Pete's house, waiting online for the bathroom, and I saw this piano, so I decided, hey, why not sit down and play a little bit? And as I'm playing, I hear a little funky gypsy kind of guitar coming in from the background, and what do you know? It's Pete. So we played, jammed out a little bit. We actually have the first time that we ever jammed like that on video.
I never saw that.
But
I think that's
anyway,
bullshit.
the party went on, and we're in
It's
the
on there.
backyard hanging out. And Pete comes up to me and says, "Listen, man, why didn't you tell me that you played piano? We've been looking for a piano player." you want to be in the band? And
And you used to come to our shows.
I used to go see them play all the time. I remember going to see Play for the Film's record release at Pianos. It was awesome.
Yeah, and he kind of started practicing with us, and we got him on a couple of gigs, and it kind of took off from there. So
It's definitely opened up our sound a lot more. It was kind of crowded back then, and now it's kind of just more open, and the songs are now the main focus. It's definitely it's more dynamic, and there's more room to spread out, and we've kind of just filled in the sound in a whole new way. So I think it's been really cool to, explore that. All the old songs that we were playing kind of took on new life, and now I write for this format, and it's been real interesting exercise to write songs that work well with this. So I think it's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
also, I would say, if you don't mind,
Oh,
I would say just the different sound coming in. Instead of another guitar, it's like a piano. It's like a really cool sound. I've always thought piano would fit well in our group, and that kind of sound coming in, it's just like a new flavor. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool having the contrast. Like Smit can drop back and play with me and Brian in like a rhythm setting, and then he could step forward and kind of play with Pete in the lead setting. I think it's a cool kind of in between kind of instrument, which suits
I feel
ourselves.
like
well.
everybody could kind of take a step back a little bit from, when we first started out, me, Pete, and Paul, we used to, it was kind of like a power trio type of thing where it was more about worrying about filling sound rather than stepping back and being able to, blend your instrument into the whole mix,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's cool. My favorite part is that when we have people join us for songs like Russ Seeger on fiddle, or someone wants to join in and sing some harmonies or play some fiddle or guitar or whatever, could just jump right in. It's like we have the bassist down, so they kind of come right in, and we could just have all sorts of kind of cool collaborations.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
About that one here, used to roll the dice, haven't seen them in forever. Things have changed a lot round here. Now we keep those nights in unmarked boxes in the cellar. Talk about other people's problems. Think of ways we can solve them. There's nothing we can do. Blame it on the downturn and all the student loans. It could be something in the family. Doesn't matter much. We mostly drink at home, sit around, end up angry. Talk about other people's problems. Drink and think of ways we can solve them. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. About that one year, used to roll the dice. It's a song I don't remember. Started at the fireside, headed for the trains. Tried to leave this town. Tried to leave this town.
last time we were here, we were about to record our second record, Destination Blues. And what was different about that record is that we went in with Mick Hargraves and we holed up in the Groove Shack in Amagansett, which is a really cool cabin out in the Hamptons. And we holed up there for a weekend and we got some really good live takes, which we had never done as a band before. We were always overdubbing and, spending too much time in the box. And what was great about this record was we all kind of got together, we hung out, we drank a lot and
It's
just
very
kind
much
of
a live kind of feel too.
Yeah, so we got recordings on a whole new level than what we're used to. So, we're really proud of how that came out. And it's kind of changed how we play live, too, as a band at shows. Just kind of seeing, the recording process from a different light.
It felt good to be. We were nice and rehearsed for it, too. We really went in and some of the songs on the record are first take songs and first take recordings.
First takers.
Yeah. It just felt more natural. The whole process felt more natural as opposed to being a little, I don't know.
Built all right,
Slush.
or isolated. There was no, there was really no isolation. It was all of us. It was basically like rehearsal and just banging out songs, which is what we like to do.
Channeling the band a little bit.
We were definitely
cool little cabin.
pretending we were in Big Pink a little bit there.
It was just a cool experience. I mean, we put a lot of time into it, but I think we really did it on our own terms, and we had some great help. And that was a really fun record to make, and I don't know, that was the way that we pictured it after. It was our progression of how we thought we should make it. After being played with the films, we kind of had new ideas.
That was the recording learning experience.
We recorded an album with Brian Gallo. We were his backing band for an entire album. We actually went back to the Groove Shack. We recorded a bunch of songs with him.
It came out really good.
And that was really fun. He's a great dude, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
Pete's producing the record.
Pete is producing the
plug
record.
Pete.
He doesn't need any more plugging. No, but that was a really cool experience to kind of step away from our own stuff and kind of take a departure. That was fun. I thought that was really, really fun time.
Yeah.
I don't think Paul talked at all the last interview. I think that was one of the funny parts.
You want to do that again?
All been written before. Just climb this ladder, keep the wolves from the door. I'm living hand to mouth in this whitewashed town. Spend your whole life trying to get out. I wanna feel complete. Something behind like an edge in these streets. A spark in the eye for those who believed in the great generation. Black and white dreams. Sang in the choir, I learned the lesson in tears. Shaped by the sound and the passing of years, we were handed down these days of toil and rain. These hard luck letters, searching for a day. I wanna feel complete. Leave something behind like the names in these streets. Spark in the eye for those who believed in the great generation. Black, white dreams. Black, white dreams. feel complete. Leave something behind like the names of these streets, a spark in the eye for those who believed in a great generation. Now I wanna feel complete. Leave something behind for someone to see, a spark in the eye for those who believed in a great generation. Black and white truth. Black and white truth.
We've gotten the chance to open for a number of really cool artists. Namely, we had a great show opening for Blues Traveler at the Space of Westbury, which was a really fun night. The venue was really cool, and the response we got was like, we'd never gotten a response like that before.
Yeah.
People were really into it, and
We got an article in Newsday.
yeah, it was real cool.
All our friends and family, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
a lot
to
of
make it even better.
a
Everybody
lot of people really rallied together to come and support us for that like big event. You know, my sister like grew up at that time, so it was like when she heard it was Blues Traveler, it was like it was a really big deal for her and for the rest of my family. My brother actually like rented a bus, which was like totally
Yeah, it was
unnecessary, but like he got it. He's like all right.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's
like
cool.
it brought like all of our friends and like our whole family, which was like that's a really cool thing. And they were right up front, like right, against the stage and everything. It was really cool.
Since then, we've a lot of doors have opened. We've opened for James Maddock. We've opened for Robbie Fulks, Turn Breaks. We're opening for Marah pretty soon.
You opened for Casey Neal.
Casey Neal.
That was fun.
A lot of great shows, and the response has just been getting better, and we've been kind of widening our net a little bit, meeting new people, and we've been having a lot of fun doing so. So the new album kind of did exactly what we wanted it to. It just kind of got us to that next level that we wanted to be at.
It's been a nice steady climb.
For the Blues Traveler show at the Space of Westbury, we were hanging out in the downstairs area. It's like all these like different rooms for all the artists, and then we had our room, and then there was the Blues Traveler room, and they asked us what we wanted in our room, and us being the very materialistic people, we asked for
Materialistic
a
people.
pack of beer. Being sarcastic.
What's wrong with asking for beer?
I'm being sarcastic. So we asked for a box of Rolling Rock, and they gave us a bunch of PBRs, and we thought it was
right
like,
off the bat, it was just total bullshit. Man.
no, we thought it was like the coolest thing. We had all these beers in the fridge, and it was like tea and stuff. We thought it was like the coolest.
It was a really nice dress-up.
Yeah.
Then we walked by the Blues Traveler room, and they had a full masseuse unpacking her table and like all the oils and stuff, and it was like holy shit, I can't believe it.
I think they made us pay for the second pack of beers that we got.
Anyway, so later on, I saw the little hostess guy. He had like a clipboard, and it said Blues Traveler, and then it had all their stuff listed, and it was like total amount like $300, and then it said Butcher's Blind, and then it was like pack of PBR $6, and that was the total. So it was kind of a eye-opening moment, I guess.
We should have got the masseuse.
Should have asked for more stuff.
The coolest
but
part of
next
that
time.
show was that the staff at the Space were so nice to us. They were so gracious. They made sure we were having fun and we were comfortable. And
They carried all our shit in.
we've never been waited on at a gig like that, and that was just kind of really.
Is the guy's name Elias? He was a nice dude.
The manager guy? Like
No, like the hostess guy.
Yeah.
So-
The guy that came in, he was like, he apologized that instead of Rolling Rocks, they
His
were
name,
PBRs.
first of all, his name was Lionel, and he's not a hostess, and we're editing this whole thing out. Because once he watches
Elias?
this video, it's like the little hostess guy. You
Oh,
filtered
the little
the
hostess guy.
Oh my god.
Damn, I fucked his
Listen,
name
we're
up.
blowing this fucking interview right now.
Elias.
Are we blowing it? Be honest.
Send away weekly pay for the lights in the cheap hotels. Setting it up, tear it down. A story I know well. Burning up bright in the dressing rooms, right where you belong. Finding some peace in a borrowed tune or someone else's song. Wish I could have met you, 'cause I've got a lot to say. Might you turn your back, that's okay. Given me enough already anyway. Pictures in all of the magazines, tapes I'll never hear. Said you had a golden touch, a flask cup of beer. Times I miss the way things were, the way you played guitar. You found the perfect sound wherever it is you are. Wish I could have met you, 'cause I've got a lot to say. Might turn your back, that's okay. Give me enough already anyway. Give me enough already anyway. I've got a lot to say. Might turn your back, that's okay. You've given me enough already anyway. You've given me enough already anyway.
Enough Already Anyway was a song I wrote during the Play for the Film sessions when Jay Bennett of Wilco passed away. I remember I was listening to a lot of bands like Milton at the time, and there were some cool send-off songs like that. And he was always a big inspiration to me as a songwriter and a musician. And I just wrote that song for him. But people have told me and come up to me and said, like, it can really be about anybody. If you've wanted to meet somebody and you appreciate their work, so that was always cool, and it's always been a cool song to play in that there's an open interpretation there, lyrically.
Brian, talk about your chair versus the rest of the band's chair.
Well, I started out on a very high stool, and I couldn't really put my legs down. It was very uncomfortable, and I graduated to the small church pew type seat, and
it's really nice.
I find it really comfortable, unlike jeans, which I don't wear.
It's a very nice seat. It really is.
It's a
You want that in the middle? You want that in the
Paul's
middle?
looks pretty. Paul's kind of looks like
it's
like
a drum stool. It's very
which
fitting.
fits.
That's why I sat here.
I can't really see
He's a
Smitty's
drum
or
stool,
Pete's,
too.
but I assume they suck.
Smitty just manned up and took the stool.
I like this stool.
We've gotten to play a lot of out-of-state gigs, and we've traveled around a little bit. We've had some really good times.
We met a lawyer in Boston who said he was...
Oh, yeah. No, it was upstate New York, and we played to...
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge room, and we played to pretty much like the bartender, the opening band, and 2 lawyers. And one of the lawyers we were talking to for a long time, and he had this like insane laugh. Like you could hear it. It's like, ah ha ha ha.
it
What was
was he was a really nice guy.
Yeah, he was really
If
nice.
he's watching this, that guy was really cool. You know?
No, he was very cool, and he bought us a lot of drinks too.
Yeah.
And then the other lawyer was like really weird, and if he's watching it, you're fucking weird. He was like public radio Mad Men glasses that were like too small for his face.
Anyway, he said he would do, if we ever drove drunk, he would be our lawyer, pro bono.
Pro bono. Was it? He used that was like the only lawyer term he knew was pro bono.
Also,
Scribbled his number
Listen,
on a
if
piece
you
of
get a
paper.
DWI, pro bono, you call me up, pro bono.
And then that
Pro bono
queued,
became a huge
for,
joke.
for like 2 fucking years.
It was everything. It was like, pass me a beer, pro bono. Pete hated it.
Yeah, this band is fueled by recycled jokes. So
Yeah, repetition.
cheap beer and recycled jokes.
Cheap beer and repetition.
Yeah.
That's really the last 2 years.
you know,
Yeah.
that lawyer gave us some good hints though. Told us to take the plaid off. You know?
Yeah. We
did
had
tell us
only got
to.
one
we
plaid
all
going on.
had we didn't
Yeah.
coordinate our outfits very well, so we all had plaid shirts. And
Pro bono, take the plaid off.
he's like, yeah, pro bono. I'm gonna give you some advice, pro bono. He's like, you take the plaid off. Just take the plaid off.
I think plaid is rad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fly
we're
the
all wearing
plaid
Who was the only one
Fly
not
the
wearing? You
flag,
were the only
flag.
one not wearing plaid. Pete
Usually
had like
am.
red plaid. I had it was like gray and black, and Smitty had gray and black with like a small orange stripe. So I was like, all right, it's different enough, but not for that lawyer. Pro bono.
take off the plaid.
Take that plaid off.
Was a South Shore summer. Slam down sidewalk slams from bowls made of plastic. Didn't care where we would land. She never seemed to notice. The tide was creeping in. We used to crash on Thursday nights at the house we rented. I was careless, we were reckless and unemployed. I always called her Thursday girl. I was empty, she was always overjoyed. She was my Thursday girl, I used to be her golden boy. I often miss the feeling of the chemical compounds. She bought them over the counter, west end part of town. I was careless, we were reckless and unemployed. I always called her Thursday girl. I was empty, she was always overjoyed. She was my Thursday girl, I used to be her golden boy. My Thursday girl, always be your golden boy, the golden boy, the golden boy, yeah.
Well, Thursday Girl is an interesting song. As an exercise, I wrote it kind of just tying several different stories together. I had a night out in Long Beach where I was hanging out with some people, and just certain things they would say, certain people I met, and other certain stories that tied in. Smitty added some details with a story of his own, and they all kind of converged to be one tale where this narrator is kind of in in with this like girl, and she's kind of a mess, and he's kind of messed up, and it's a cool song to play in that, you know, lyrically it's fun to sing, and it's just it's become a staple of our live set. It's very we've gotten a great response so far. We plan on releasing it as a single.
What do you guys think when you see the first episode of New York Sessions?
I think we played the songs really slow. You know, we kind of we used to play kind of, you know, we've
Whittly diddly.
totally different band than we used to be, in that we just kind of play with a little more. We've been having a lot more fun on stage.
Yeah.
Which I think is
very
a
true.
testament to the strength of this new dynamic, and just how
Just being more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
More comfortable with the material.
I've lost the goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a big transition.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge.
It was a huge transition.
Just
Did
settling.
you have the goat? Yeah, you had the goatee back then.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just settling more into our roles. I feel obviously, like Brian said, just more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
We've gotten on a really good rehearsal schedule over the last 2 years or so. Like we rent a space in West Hempstead, and it's very regimental. These are the times we're practicing, and we do it. You know, we're pretty strict about it, which I think, you know, makes us better live and in this kind of setting.
It's weird looking at the old New York sessions, I think, because
Looking into the past, man.
yeah, it's it's weird seeing like a more timid version of like yourself, because like when you're developing as a musician, I guess more generally as a person, you don't realize the small changes, but over time, you know, 2 years, 4 years, whatever it's been,
Yeah.
you look back and it's a lot different. It really is.
Yeah.
I actually watched it a few days ago in preparation for this, and it was pretty weird watching it.
Wow, I was really skinny.
But it's also cool in that you can see kind of how far you've come and where you're at and where you were. It's a nostalgic thing to go back and watch old videos. And it's weird with YouTube nowadays and you know, the internet. Every performance is like, you know, everyone has a camera, so like there's like some stuff on there, like certain shows are like just cringeworthy, like, oh, I wish
But
that
they're
wasn't on
never
there.
coming down.
Yeah, they're up there, whether you like them or not. So it's like there's more realistic band stuff.
It's like
out
when
there.
it's like, oh, I checked you out on YouTube. It's like, oh, which one
Shit.
did you watch? Like the one from like 2007.
Yeah, we've been playing together for a long time, so there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's all going somewhere, and you know, we're in for the ride now more than ever. And I think we're heading into the next part of what we do, and we're all kind of on board, and it's a very cool thing. What's next for Butcher's Blind? We're hoping to release a third album. We're writing songs for right now, and we have some road dates, some mini tour kind of dates booked, and we hope to tour wherever we can and put out another record and just keep doing it and keep going on the trajectory we've been going on, because we've been getting a great response from people, and we have a good momentum going. So I think if we keep it up, it could be, you know, where we want to be.
In the meantime, keep practicing, keep buying records, keep seeing live music, and keep having fun.
Yep. Keep working.
Beers and recycled jokes.
Beers and recycled
24/7.
Take a chance, Friday night, put a 20 down and let it ride. Forget your debt, your foolish pride, take what we can get tonight.